Me off again, and I am running low on battery, so it's all right. It was my own fault. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you all that I love you and blessing you from my heart to your heart. Just really, really dealing with the fact that the last 9 months I had been mourning for my babies, my kitties, and then also the biggest deal was a year of really searching out the matter as far as us being in Satan's little season, which is Revelation 20. So that researching and praying about it and praying about it. Now, the confirmation spiritually that came to me about it was that I had a dream. And in this dream, I was in a riding ring where you ride horses. And I grew up riding horses. So this is definitely where it's kind of funny. But I'm going to tell you the dream, and don't think I'm a witch, because I'm not, because something kind of wild happened. But it makes me wonder, why do witches really have brooms? It's funny. So, because, Satan imitates everything that God does and God's people do. But the people that follow Satan, anyways, they do all that stuff that imitates. So, but in this dream, so I'm in a riding ring, and there are no horses, but Donald Trump and Melania Trump both walk up to me, and they told me, actually Donald Trump, he's the one that said that the millennial reign already happened, and he knew about it. And then he simply walked away. It was like he ran away, really. And the other three dreams that I've had, it might have been only two of Donald Trump. Not saying that he's the Antichrist, but definitely one of those dreams in 2021 during that week was linked directly to the devil, the 8 foot tall, red skinned, horned devil. Trump and Elon Musk were both connected in that week of dreams. And in the middle dream, I woke up at exactly 3:33 a.m. from that dream. So, three dreams in 1 week, and that was very spiritual, very telling, because we saw that Elon and Donald got together and they're like a team. But whatever, they can imitate all they want. They're really nothing. They're the king of nothing, just like Satan. They may think they have all this material stuff, but just wait. So, the deal is after he walked away, after telling me that the millennial reign he knew already happened, Melania just stood there and she didn't really do anything. Now, this staff that I have, which I can get it and show it to you. Um, okay, this staff, now I want to show you like a little better, like up close, okay? This staff has hearts that, in a spiraling fashion, like DNA, from the very top of the staff to the very bottom of the staff. And I have tried to ask people, I have not gone around showing a bunch of people this staff. It's very important to me. I did with my daughter take it with us to Branson, and a lady out of absolutely nowhere on the left side of my vehicle, I had it in the back seat, the staff, but it was coming because it's so long. It's like 6'5" to 6'7". Not sure how tall it is. It was like kind of stuffed up in there, and so but perfectly fit, not stuffed in there, but it perfectly fit with the length and stuff. It was in the back seat on the left side and going into the front seat. And this woman, it was like she drove out of a portal. I'm not kidding you. Either that or my daughter and I were both blinded. I don't know. This woman drove directly smack dab into the passenger side door, trying to destroy the staff. That's where it was. I can't even make any sense of it. Why this happened? Why? And it has to be because of the staff. That's what I've come to. So this staff is, if anybody recognizes, and it also in the crease of the heart has seeds, it's seeded. So I don't know. I pray though that I do anoint it because the Lord told me when it was put in my room, I came home to this being in my room and he told me to anoint it. And I do a lot of warfare praying against the chemtrailing, all the things up there, the holographic stuff that's going on up there. I pray against it and the atmosphere, against the enemy, binding and attacking the enemy. And so I really believe that I'm not saying this is anything. I'm sure other people have received staffs, to be honest with you. I'm not the only one. And I just believe that the Lord actually rewards those that diligently seek Him. That's all. I don't believe it's like, oh, I got the staff now. I'm going to do like magic and or anything like that. So getting back to the dream though, that's why I showed you the staff. In the dream, I had the staff with me. And so Donald, when he ran away after telling me that the millennial reign had already happened and he knew it, so he was like the devil in the flesh, basically, in my dream, because he ran away. And usually in my dreams, he's chasing me with the FBI and little grays, gray aliens, whatever they are, drones. That's what I believe they are, drones. Some of them may be just demonic entities, but I believe that they're basically a drone for a demonic evil spirit to occupy. So what was funny was though, it's like a white ring where you ride horses around and you train your horse and all that and ride, where you can do jumping, whatnot. So it's a big riding ring. And I wasn't sitting on my staff like a witch would. But what happened is I found myself sitting sideways on my staff, and it was like a ride. It was placed up on top of the white fencing that was around the ring in a circle. And I sat on my staff, and the staff connected to the wood and just went around a couple times and took me on a ride. I don't have any idea what in the world that means at all. But the next scene, I find myself going to a store where it's like an outside store that has like protection windows. Like you can't just rob them. Nobody was allowed to go inside. And everybody that goes up to the window, you just tell them what you want and they get it for you and you pay right at the window. It was like blocked with like bars. So there would be nobody that could just go up and rob them. They had ways to protect themselves behind the window at that store. So I had gone up to the window and I saw that Donald Trump was in there and he ran away from me again. So what a confirmation. That was the one confirmation that I really received about the millennial reign, that had already happened. And we are at the very end of the age, y'all. So this is where the camp of the saints are surrounded by Satan's army, whose number is the number of the sands of the sea. And when you find out that the technology that we all use is made from sand, quartz, and silicon, so that's just a little clue of what to mean what, I'm not sure. And then what happens after is I'm concerned for the modern church.